Is dating a spoon in 2025 a huge mistake? After countless terrible dating experiences in 2024, I decided to start this new year with a different approach. This week, after 2 dates, I began second-guessing everything. But there's more to the story. Take a look. As if dating in 2025 wasn't hard enough, now you add NFL playoffs on top of that? From my experience, some girls like to be in constant communication. But what if we're watching sports? Ladies, what do you think of a guy who's a huge sports fan? Is it considered toxic? Is it a red flag? Do you leave them alone when they're watching the big game? What's the scoop? Although it's hard to admit it, dating in 2024 was a nightmare. So at the start of 2025, I promised myself that I would do things differently. Instead of going on a date with someone, I went on a date with something. The connection that I thought I was having with a person turned out to be with an object. Sir, your date. No, that's a spoon. But again, new year, new me, so I followed those feelings into a second date. And maybe because I knew exactly what to expect, some of that whimsy had faded away. Good to see you! Let me get that chair for you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So do I have to hold you the whole time? Basketball's out. Okay, no, yeah, that makes sense. Also out. Got it. So my question to you is, if you've ever been intimate with an object, how did you approach dating them? Is dating no matter who it's with? This is new territory for me. And I imagine her. She told me she's dated utensils in the past and I'm her first human. It's been 5 days since we went on our second date and I haven't texted her until today. Was that bad? For perspective, I wrote, "Hey you, sorry I haven't reached out since last week. I've been super busy. Free Friday night?" If you watch my last post, you'll know that there were a few awkward moments in that date and I just wasn't sure how I was gonna proceed. But since then, I've gone out with someone a little more traditional and it turns out that was even worse. So I'm willing to give it another shot, but would you give me another shot? And just as I was about to double text her, she responds. In yesterday's post, I shared with you how 5 days after our second date, I sent this text. And you guys did not take kindly to that. I get it. I waited a little too long, but her response was a lot better than I expected. Basically, she's down to go out for a third time, and this is gonna be the final date. Is 3 dates enough to finally know whether or not you're meant to be with somebody? Let me know in the comments, because I include them in my videos, and I post a new one every day, so drop a follow. After sending a Hail Mary text 1 week after my second date, I somehow secured a third. Here's what you guys had to say about my unconventional dating journey. Much like me, the overall consensus is shock that she even wants to go out a third time, but I'm not gonna push it. All that aside, what's the perfect third date I could take her on to see what kind of a person she is? Somewhere where both of our personalities can shine and I'll really understand if this is worth pursuing. So I shot the buzzer beater and secured myself a third date. Constant back and forth is what led people to comments like this. But now that it's settled, I took your suggestion. The plan is to go to Swingers, which is between Empire State Building and MSG. And it sounds sexual, but I swear it's not. I'm pretty psyched about this plan. Not sure if she even knows how to play, but we'll make it work. We both agree this will be the last date. If no sparks are flying, I'm gonna put my best foot forward. Let me know if there's anything in particular I should be looking out for tonight to really make sure that she is my one true match. And of course, I'll let you guys know how it went tomorrow. Wish me luck. Last night, I went on a third date that quite possibly confirmed she might be the one. If you've been following my journey for the past month, you know that I've been on and off talking to someone a bit different. And we used this date as a final measure to see whether or not there was something there worth pursuing. It all came down to that first kiss. Take a look. You call that a putt? Shut up and kiss me. Whoa. So what do I do now?